Hey guys, let's do some Leetcode today. To sum. So we are given an array of integer nums and a target. We need to return the indexes of two numbers and they add up to the target. We assume that exactly one solution is needed. First, we are going to talk about the brute force approach. By definition, we need to get all the possible pairs from the array. For example, 2, 7, 2, 11, 2, 15, 7, 11, 7, 15, 11, 15. And we need to find one pair that add up to the target 9. So apparently it's this combination. Now let's implement this concept into code. So we have two elements in the pair, so we can make it as two indexes. One is I and one is j. That makes a nested loop. So if we traverse like this, we can get all the possible pair. And there is no need to go back because 2, 7 and 7, 2 is one same pair. Now let's code it up. So the first for loop for I, it has the range 0 to n minus 1, which corresponding to this range here. And the second for loop for j has the range I plus 1 to n, which corresponding to the range over here. If we find a match, then we return the match. Otherwise, there's no solution found. Now we have another approach, which is an Hashmap approach. While we are looping through the array, we can store each element along its index. So we have a variable Hashmap and is equal to, while the index I is looping through the array, we can have 2, 1, and then 7, 2, and then 11, 3. So the first element is the value and the second one is the index because the question is asking for index. While we are going to the next element, we can always check if the target minus nums I, which is the current element, we can store it as a complement variable. So we can always check if this variable exists in our hash map. Now, if we implement this idea into the code, every time we loop through the entire array, we can check this. Now we can implement this idea into our code, that every time in the for loop, we check if this complement is in the hash map. If it is, then we return it. Otherwise, we will store the element into the hash map. This is an ON approach.